Welcome to Trending Now USA. I'm Bella, and today we bring you exciting tennis news that's setting the stage for a new chapter in Southeast Asian sports. The Singapore Tennis Open has been officially upgraded to a WTA 500 event beginning in 2026, a monumental step that puts the region on the global tennis map and brings the competition closer than ever to home for Philippine tennis sensation Alex Eala. This announcement marks not only a victory for Singapore but a pivotal moment for the growth of women's tennis across Asia. It means that players like Eala will soon have a top-tier tournament just a few hours away from Manila, one that offers more ranking points, higher stakes, and a platform to inspire the next generation of Southeast Asian athletes. The Women's Tennis Association confirmed that the Singapore Tennis Open, which had been a WTA 250 event, will receive an upgrade to WTA 500 status starting in September 2026. That makes it the only WTA 500 tournament in Southeast Asia and one of the premier sporting events in the region's calendar. The upgraded event will be held at the Singapore Sports Hub, one of Asia's most advanced multi-sport complexes. The move comes after the success of Singapore's previous stint as host of the WTA Finals from 2014 to 2018, a period that proved the country's ability to deliver world-class tennis in a world-class setting. According to reports, the 2026 Singapore Tennis Open will take place from September 21st to 27th, and the tournament will feature a 48-player singles draw and a 16-team doubles draw. The WTA 500 label means bigger prize money, more ranking points, and guaranteed participation from some of the world's top players, including, very likely, Alex Eala herself. For Eala, this announcement feels like a homecoming of sorts. She's been the face of a new era of Philippine tennis, breaking barriers, winning titles, and inspiring millions across Asia. The chance to play in a high-level event just a few hours away from her homeland could be both a logistical and emotional boost. Having a WTA 500 tournament in Singapore means that she won't have to travel far for a major event during the Asian swing. For players based in Asia, these regional tournaments are crucial. They provide world-ranking opportunities without the grueling travel schedules that most European and American players take for granted. Eala, who has already shown her comfort and strength in the Asian circuit, will likely find Singapore a perfect battleground: familiar weather, passionate regional fans, and a supportive atmosphere that feels almost like home. The significance of Singapore's upgrade extends far beyond its borders. For Southeast Asia, it symbolizes a growing recognition of the region's tennis potential. In recent years, countries like the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia have seen a steady rise in young talents picking up the racket. Alex Eala's success has already inspired a new generation across these countries, and having a world-class tournament nearby can only accelerate that growth. Eala's presence at the Singapore Tennis Open, if confirmed, will undoubtedly be one of the main draws. Filipino fans are known to travel across borders to support their athletes, and it's easy to imagine waves of Filipino supporters filling the stands of the Singapore Sports Hub, waving flags and chanting her name. The Singapore Tennis Open's journey from a 250-level tournament to a 500-tier event is a story of ambition, investment, and timing. When Singapore first hosted its WTA event in early 2025, it was considered a promising addition to the tennis calendar, positioned at the start of the year between the Australian and Middle Eastern tournaments. But the success of that first edition, which drew healthy attendance and strong international participation, convinced organizers and the WTA that Singapore could handle something bigger. WTA CEO Portia Archer praised the move, saying that Singapore's facilities, fan base, and commitment to excellence make it the perfect location to host a WTA 500 event. She added that the city's ability to deliver high-quality hospitality and sports management mirrors the professionalism expected from the world's top tennis venues. For Singapore, this move is also part of a larger plan to revive its reputation as a hub for international sports. After successfully hosting the WTA Finals and Formula One Grand Prix, Singapore is once again asserting itself as the crossroads of global athletics in Asia. The Singapore Sports Hub, with its modern indoor and outdoor courts, will undergo upgrades to accommodate larger crowds and enhance fan experiences. The event is expected to include off-court activities, interactive tennis zones, and special programs for regional youth athletes, including potential tennis clinics led by WTA players like Alex Eala. From the perspective of Philippine tennis, this development could have far-reaching effects. Eala's consistent success on the WTA Tour has already increased local interest in tennis, leading to more junior programs and partnerships in Manila and Cebu. A regional WTA 500 event creates the opportunity for Filipino sponsors, broadcasters, and fans to engage with the global game more directly. If Eala receives a direct main draw entry, or even a wild card slot, in 2026, it would mark a full-circle moment. Just a decade ago, she was competing in the WTA Future Stars program in Singapore as a young junior. Now, she could return as a global contender at one of Asia's biggest tournaments. That story alone, from junior hopeful to Southeast Asia's leading professional, would make her participation a headline in itself. Beyond Eala, the tournament could feature other top Asian names like Naomi Osaka, Zheng Qinwen, and Wang Xinyu, as well as international stars like Aryna Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek, who have previously participated in Asia's late-season swing. The combination of global stars and regional talent would make Singapore one of the most anticipated stops on the tour. The tournament's timing also makes it strategic, taking place after the US Open and before the WTA Finals. It fits perfectly into the Asian swing, offering players valuable preparation and ranking points ahead of the season-ending championships. For fans, the Singapore Tennis Open promises more than just elite tennis. It's a celebration of regional pride. Southeast Asia, once seen as a developing market for the sport, is now hosting world-class events that rival those in Europe and North America. This is the environment Alex Eala has been dreaming of, one where Asian athletes are not just participants but headliners. One where fans from the Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia can travel to cheer their heroes in a truly world-class setting. As a young athlete, Eala has already shown her ability to adapt to every environment, from European clay to American hard courts. But Southeast Asia remains special for her. It's where her story began, where her values were shaped, and where her passion continues to inspire millions. When asked about her favorite tournaments, Eala has often spoken about the comfort of playing in Asia, the food, the fans, and the sense of connection. A high-tier event in Singapore will give her that same home-like atmosphere, with the added challenge of facing the world's best. For her growing Filipino fan base, it will be an opportunity to see their star compete live in a major tournament without crossing continents. For regional media, it's another chance to spotlight a homegrown talent whose rise is rewriting what's possible for Southeast Asian athletes. From a business standpoint, the WTA 500 upgrade is expected to generate millions in economic activity for Singapore, boosting tourism, sponsorship, and media coverage. It's estimated that the 2026 edition will attract over 25,000 fans throughout the week, with international broadcasts reaching more than 150 countries. The city's hospitality industry, from hotels to restaurants to entertainment venues, is already preparing for the influx. With Singapore's reputation for efficiency and accessibility, it's expected to become a fan-favorite stop on the calendar. For Eala, who continues to rise through the rankings, the timing could not be better. By 2026, she could well be a top 30 player, possibly even breaking into the top 20 if her current trajectory continues. That would make her a seeded player in major tournaments and an automatic invite to WTA 500 events like Singapore. Her progress has been steady and strategic, combining selective tournament scheduling with consistent improvement in her serve, forehand, and court coverage. Her composure under pressure and emotional maturity have set her apart from peers, making her a media favorite and a role model for younger players. If she enters the Singapore Tennis Open in 2026, expect her to be one of the most followed athletes in the tournament, not just because of her game, but because of what she represents, the dream that Southeast Asians can now play and win at the highest level. The ripple effect of the Singapore upgrade could also benefit smaller regional circuits. More attention on Southeast Asia could mean more ITF and WTA 125 tournaments in neighboring countries, offering stepping stones for the next generation of players to gain experience and ranking points. Already, Tennis academies in Thailand, Malaysia, and the Philippines are seeing spikes in interest. Coaches believe that Eala's success and the WTA's investment in the region could spark a golden age for Southeast Asian tennis. In the end, this is about more than a tournament classification, it's about opportunity. The Singapore Tennis Open's rise to WTA 500 status signals that Southeast Asia is no longer a peripheral market, it's an emerging force in global tennis. And for Alex Eala, this is a chance to play closer to home, surrounded by the energy and pride of her region. It's a moment that feels both inevitable and poetic, a tournament rising at the same time as its local hero. Come 2026, when the world's best step onto the courts of the Singapore Sports Hub, one thing is certain. The cheers from Filipino and Southeast Asian fans will echo far beyond the arena. And at the heart of it all will be Alex Eala, representing not just a country, but an entire region ready to claim its place in tennis history.